WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, part of the Memphis Sports Network with 92.9 FM ESPN, ESPN 790 AM.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time. Take a family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we talk primarily on today's show about the 52nd Annual Mid-South Sports and Boat Show at the Agri Center, which kicked off yesterday and opens back up this morning at 9 through 7 o'clock, and then back on Sunday from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. And, of course, we squeezed in a little turkey talk there with Josh Lance and maybe one of the biggest names in turkey hunting, Matt Morat. And we really appreciate them being on with us talking turkey. But let's get back now. This is a rare chance to talk to a guy that has nothing to do, sits around and just watches TV all day. That's all he has to do. He's only got 1,200 jobs. You know, he employs 3 people, but he has
more jobs than me.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. You know, when you talk to a guy who used to be, he was known as Walnut Quan, and now he's Peanut. He's gotten, smaller, so Peanut Quan is on with us.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Peanut.
Yeah,
It's just remarkable to talk to you. I mean, to get you on the radio like this on a Saturday morning because you're at the show, you're out there, you got your family out there. How many lures do you have out there?
Larry, I think we've got 8 tables, and it's loaded down this year. When you talk about irons in the fire, either I got to get some irons out or get a bigger pot because the older I get, it's wearing me down now. We've been doing this for 27 years, and I keep asking myself, how much longer can I hold in? But, hey, I get motivated every year. This time of year, crappie fishing is kicking in, and I get more motivated. I'm ready. And
of course, your spot's solidified there in your spot, and it becomes almost a gathering place. I mean, Peanut will be right there by the stairs where he always is, I'm assuming. When people come down, almost the first thing they see off to their right in the main entrance is the Peanut Craft Lures, and he and his wife Connie. I guarantee there'll be some more Quans out there. I don't know if Nick and Cody, but I assume some of them will be out there, and some of his brother's family will be out there. It's but not only does he sell lures, but you swap a lot of stuff going on talking wise, isn't it? I mean, you get a chance to see a lot of folks that you don't see the rest of the year.
I do, Larry, and that's what doing these shows is. It's been like folks, like you say, it's a family that you meet and you see them once a year, and I look forward to it. There are people, like I say, that buy crappie jigs. They exclusively wait for me this time of year,
yeah.
And they will not buy them anywhere else but for me, and it makes me feel good. It's like a family deal, and I love these people. It's the camaraderie with the fishermen. It's that's why we keep doing it.
That's why you do it.
But that's why we keep doing it.
And you've Peanut Craft Lures. How long has it been in existence? I've always wanted to ask you.
28 years.
28 years, and you still make them one at a time, right? I mean,
Still do. We hand pour our jigs. You know, I tell guys, when you buy a bulk pack of jigs, I've touched that jig before it goes in a pack 3 times, so we don't have any rejects. Our quality is 100%.
And if you've not only that, but so many things have passed through there, and I know Peanut has a special place for the St. Jude Bass Classic. You've been associated with that, and this show itself is also part of your regular schedule. I mean, there's a lot of other things you could be doing, right?
Oh yeah, we run a tournament trail too.
That's what I want.
Tournament trail.
Yeah.
This is our 7th year going into that, and we'll have our brochures down at the booth, and come by and check us out. The trail we run, what we try to do is kind of like a big club. Everybody has a good time. We don't fish for a lot of money, and it's the sportsmanship and the gathering, the camaraderie of guys getting together and hanging out.
Yeah, and tell them about your trail. What's it called?
It's the Peanut Craft Lure Tournament Trail. We have 2 divisions. The North Mississippi Division, we do Pickwick Bay Springs, 2 on the reservoir, it's Sardis and Enid this year, and then 2 on the river, which is Tunica and Moon Lake. So we kind of spread it out across the state. Our second division is the Tri-State Trail. We have 2 tournaments in Arkansas. This year we're going to Old Town around Helena.
Yeah.
We fished it last year. Great place. Cypress tree field. It's not but about 4 foot deep, full of big bass. Horseshoe is our second tournament in Arkansas. And then for the Tennessee side, we do 2 at McKellar, so it's close to home. And then we do Tunica Moon Lake down in Mississippi, and that's our Tri-State Trail.
Wow.
Our championship this year is going to Paris in the September. So look forward to knocking out another year with that.
So it's just not only and you have a real life. So, I mean, I think you do. I mean.
I try to hunt every now and then. And, this year we didn't get to go as much as I wanted. I kept getting sick, and
I got sick.
I still owe you a deer hunt, Larry. We got to get out there next season.
I know we will next season. But again, Peanut will be there at 11 a.m. this morning, and you're going to talk a little crappie fishing, right?
Yes, sir. I have not done a seminar in years, so you know how much I like to talk. So when I get to that cutoff time, they're going to have to take the mic away from me.
I'll be there for that. I know it will guarantee a good crowd because all your family will be there. So I mean,
they'll heckle me the whole time.
We're
going to talk spring crappie fishing. Like I said, this time of year excites me. The fish move shallow, and even a guy like me can catch a crappie or 2 this time of year.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you out there later today. That's Peanut Craft Lures at the Mid-South Sports and Boat Show. Thank you, Peanut. Talk to you later. All right, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, see you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Peanut. He is the one and only Peanut, and he will be out there doing seminars. Let me tell you, the bird dogs are going on too right now. I know out at Ames Plantation they're 1 day behind because of all the rain that we got on, was that Monday? Or I get the days behind. Was that Monday? Monday. Had all the rain, so we're one day behind, and if everything goes right, they'll finish up Monday afternoon. So, there's one dog has 8 fines, is really rolling, and so, but then again, just because you 8 fines does that mean that dog will be it. But today, if everything goes right out there on the 20th, let's see who we got out there today. Yeah, we got, let's see if I got anybody I recognize there on the 20th. Oh, well, no, but not one of the ones I picked. The dog I picked had a bad day, so some days I was pulling for our man Ken Blackman.
I was too.
Yeah, but it's just the way it happens. The bird dogs are. But if you have a chance, go out to see them today after the show, or go up on Monday and actually see the announcement of the grand champion. Should be Monday afternoon, and then they'll announce on the Ames plantation there on the steps of Ames Manor.
The Manor House.
The Manor House. This is the 117th running of the National Bird Dog Championship, and an event that's also coming up real soon that I've been meaning to tell you about. The Southern Regional Taxidermy Convention is March 3rd through 6th at the Whispering Woods Hotel and Conference Center out in Olive Branch. That's the Southern Regional Taxidermy Convention for 2016, March 3rd through 6th at the Whispering Woods Hotel and Conference Center. And, this is also wild game dinner time. You know what? I mean, they're out there. As I mentioned earlier, we got wild game dinners going out our ears. I love wild game dinners. Of course, tonight, Germantown Baptist. Doors open at 3:30 for their expo and wild game dinner. And doors open at 3:30. Games and exhibits open at 4. The dinner is at 6 p.m. And so that's at Germantown Baptist. And then, of course, Piperton Baptist, also at 6 o'clock tonight, is also having their wild game dinner. So I'll be hitting as many of these as I can to do it. But I'm at the boat show. I don't know why I call it the boat show. I mean, really, it's not the boat show. It's the sports.
Because we've always called it those. It's kind of like the old bridge and the new bridge.
Yeah,
we've always called it that way.
The new bridge is 1977.
Yeah, but those of us that remember it from the Coliseum days always call it
the boat show. Yeah, you're true. You're right there. But I have trouble with that. Well, it's got a long title: Mid-South Sports and Boat Show. It used to be something else in there. It seemed like the title was even longer than that.
They had travel in there.
They had travel in there one time. But Frank will be out there with Delta tomorrow. But they'll have. He has a. You're in the west wing. Are you fairly close to where you normally are in the southwest wing over there in the corner?
Same place where we were last year. We're in the main building.
Yeah, in the main building there.
The main building.
Yeah.
We're like right next to Rick and the St. Jude folks.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. Rick and the St. Jude Bass Classic is always a good thing. And there's a lot of other things. The trout pond is out there. They got food out there. They got those man, the smell, those German nuts or whatever they got out there. The ice cream is out there. The other stuff is out there.
There's lots of fair food and a lot of boats. Last year
he's got more boats.
I complimented the Lovell family. They had a tremendous pickup in the number of boat exhibitors last year, and it's carrying over. And so excited. It's always good news about the economy.
Yeah, and I've seen on their TV ad that they've mentioned the boats, and that is part of it, and a lot of boat deals out there and everything, but there's also some travel places to go see, and those seminars, well, I mean, they're part of your ticket. We have the first one this morning at 10 a.m., Bobby Gentry, going to talk about locating bass. Big Jim Napier is at noon. Ron Wong, which you're going to hear from in just a minute, will be at 1. Robert Milner. You know Robert Milner.
I do know Robert.
From the Beaver Dam Mud Runners. He's going to talk about shallow water boating, and he can do that and everything. And then Dale Sanders, the gray-bearded adventurer himself, all 80 years old of him, director of outreach for Wolf River Conservancy at 3, David Best at 4, and the one and only, the Toad, Tommy Cawley, will be at 5 p.m. today. So let's kind of slip out of here. We're going to try to hook up with Ron Wong. Ron is so busy. Ron, there's only about 5 of him, And again, Ron recently lost his mom. Our prayers go out to the Wong family. It's a very large family too. There's a lot of Wongs out there. There's not too many. There's more Wongs than there are Wrights. So I did check that out just to make sure. So let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. That sounds like a Gene Smith thing. I don't know why that came out. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
Find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry.